What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 6 now of the Brighton and Hove Albion career mode, or career mode as we are also calling it. I should mention that today's episode is going to be live for you all to enjoy because I've decided. I saw a few comments saying that, you guys wanted to see some live commentary and such, so we're going to do today's episode live for you. We are going to take a look now at the Player of the Year shortlist, which includes Luis Suarez, Neymar, Messi, and Cristiano Ronaldo, as they are the 4 that are on offer there for the Player of the Year for 2018. Of course, there'll be no Brighton players in there just yet because we haven't really made massive waves. But today's episode, then, we begin it in 3rd place. 14 games currently played. Spurs above us do have a game in hand. We are 6 points off of Everton. But more importantly, we're 4 points off of Arsenal in 5th. So, for us to really drop down, it's going to take some pretty spectacular things to happen. First game, we face Burnley, which is going to be a tough test. The team who achieved 7th last year. Obviously, the connoisseurs of the 1-0 win last year, but now it's switched to us. Then Palace at home before a tricky game at the Amex to Chelsea. We'll see how we're going to play in those ones. Of course, I don't have the longest time left on my EA access, and so we're going to jump into the game today. Don't want to be talking for too long. But without further ado, let's jump into our first game then. I'm just going to use the blue and white shirt there. I know that's, in fact, no. Let's use the alternate to make it more authentic. So, ultimate difficulty as usual. That is the side we're going to go with. Matty Ryan in goal, Sessegnon, Dunk, Duffy, Montoya, Proper, Gross, Knockaert, Foden, Ali Reza, and Ollie Watkins leading the line. Yes, Ollie Watkins. Don't know how that's going to work, but I guess we'll find out. It's going to be intriguing for me as well, because obviously trying to talk whilst playing on ultimate difficulty, it's going to be very, very tough, but I'll try my hardest to do it. Unfortunately, guys, I can't show you the Premier League graphics popping up on the screen because it'll get copyrighted. So you'll just have to bear with me. I'll show you the team through the other way. So like I said, Premier League graphics I think will get copyrighted if I try and talk through them. So here is then the Burnley lineup. Correa on the left. He's the only real player in there that's different to what they had last year. Hendrick and Barnes as the 2 up top. Got a sneaky feeling that we're going to be able to actually play quite well here. Although, as you know, ultimate difficulty can be a bit of a problem. As already, the game is now underway here at Turf Moor. And we're trying to get the ball off them. It's Correa still with it. As I'm trying to just win that ball back. I mean, the game took over there, by the way. With that clearance away. I wasn't in control of the player who's just smashed that out of play. I know the triangle was on my player. But I actually didn't smash that out. That was the game taking over. But at least we've won it back. Obviously, whenever something happens, I will update you guys. Here is Knockaert towards Ryan Sessegnon, trying to get up the field of play early on. Beaten to the ball there by the defender as Ashley Barnes gets up well to win the header. Not really happy that he's won the header against us there. Shane Duffy going over, blocking the initial cross. Cleared away towards Knockaert, who just about squeezes that to Phil Foden. Not quite sure what it... I mean, hello? What was wrong with the pass there? What was wrong with the pass to the other centre-back, who was completely open? Don't particularly know what that was from Foden, but that's the first shot of the game, which Burnley have had on. And now a corner whipped in, and it's bounced around in our box as Matty Ryan's finally got it. This has not been a good start. Watkins towards Ali Reza. Now we get our first real chance up the other end. Burnley having to defend an attempted cross in from Ali Reza. Always feels like my players a little bit don't get quite quick enough on the ball. Phil Foden, good footwork from him. Delivers the ball in towards the head of Shane Duffy, who gets his header goalwards, and it's easy in the end for Anders Lindegaard in the goal for Burnley to actually keep it out. But it's a really early sign there that when we do get down the wings, we can cause problems. But a bit too easy for the goalkeepers. Ollie Watkins going to steal that one back. Phil Foden's gone if we can use him. Watkins towards Foden. Wasn't a good enough pass, though, and now we need to do something again. Lovely footwork from Foden. Sends for Ollie Watkins. Ali Reza in the middle. Got a cross. No! Ollie Watkins, mate, you're having an absolute nightmare. That's not a difficult pass. That's 5 yards. It has to go to feet, and we're going to score there. Ali Reza towards Watkins again. Back towards Ali Reza. As again, we try and work down that right-hand side. But if we'd have just laid that pass correctly with Ollie Watkins, that would have been Brighton 1, Burnley 0. Of course, I don't get that ball. Correa's just turned us there. Delivers a hopeful cross in, and oh my goodness me. I genuinely already cannot even comprehend what has just happened there. It's a half hopeful ball in from the wide area, which has been smashed in by Ashley Barnes. No, there's absolutely no way. You do that 9 times out of 10, he doesn't do it. He doesn't score that. That's a joke. That's a real joke. Proper towards Pascal Gross, who looks for the shot. Now Phil Foden. Oh, he's done it again. Another attempted overhead kick from Phil Foden. And another time that it hasn't worked out. This one again. Oh, he's just never going to get that right. It's gone wide of the post. Burnley 1, Brighton 0 still here. 37 minutes played at Turf Moor. And it's from a crazy Ashley Barnes opening goal. But you can't deny that we haven't had chances. If Ollie Watkins passes the ball, I know I'm getting, still on that one. But if Ollie Watkins squared it, we would have scored. Phil Foden scores that. Back on level terms. Ollie Watkins, make the run for me, son. He's gone. Watkins. Is he through? Still Ollie Watkins. And still Ollie Watkins. I can't finish. Why am I so bad at finishing? Knockout towards Sessegnon. Sessegnon attempted delivery towards the back post. Phil Foden again. Stop. Why does he keep going for the overhead kicks? They don't work, Phil. Sessegnon again. Pascal Gross towards Proper. Now Ali Razor. Montoya. Back towards Davy Proper. Just trying to get a chance here and work something. We've been the better side thus far at Turf Moor. Pascal Gross. Chance to strike it. And it's blocked by Burnley, who put it behind for another corner ball. Pascal Gross. Phil Foden. Again, the attempted... Oh, what on earth just happened there? What a tremendously bad start to the first game of the episode here. I can't deny it. I'm a little bit angry. To go a 0-0 down for the strike from Ashley Barnes the way it went in already tilted me. But then the chances we've had so far on side of that has also annoyed me. I can't finish. I genuinely cannot finish in this year's game. And that's becoming a problem. When I do score, it's either from a long shot that's no different from last year. It's from a free kick, or we just get a little bit of a lucky fake shot. But one-on-one with the keeper, I just can't seem to get to grips with the whole aspect. Knockout again. The second half has begun, and I've got a feeling it's going to pretty much go the same way the first half did. Sessegnon again on the wide area. Delivers a cross in. Ali Razor up. Defensively sound again from Burnley, though. Second half coming up. That's... wow. Ref. Anybody else noticed how useless as well the fake shot is this year? It is garbage. As now we look for Phil Foden. Get the ball under control, please. I'm beginning to get very frustrated. How are you not able to get that ball under control? It's not difficult. It really isn't. Oh, man. Montoya towards Ali Razor. We probably need a substitute or two because right now, everything we're trying to pull off just is not working. Burnley, resiliently. I said the connoisseurs of 1-0 last season. Looking like that again here. We have had chances, though. That's the other problem. Knockout. We're on our attacking, mate. Why is he running backwards? Oh, dear. Phil Foden towards Gross. Still searching. Pascal Gross. Davy Proper. Much better from us. There's now Phil Foden. Turning away again. Still Foden. Ali Razor on the right. Chance to put the cross in. It's come out. It's deflected. It's bouncing everywhere. It's time for a change. Foden off, Locadia on, Izquierdo on, Anthony Knockout off. We've got 26 or 16 minutes even to change this game now. As again, not really done much in this second half. Ball over the top. Montoya switch by itself. We want it back. We have done. Proper. Foden. Changes yet to really come into the actual play yet. Ollie Watkins on the turn. See what I mean? Do you genuinely see what I mean, guys? That's an A pass. Why is it going behind him? As Burnley... Oh, I want to cry! What is this game? That stems from Ollie Watkins playing a pass behind the Brighton man. They play one ball through, and Chris Wood has just... I can't even begin to... Oh... This is ridiculous. Brighton 0, Burnley 2. And it's 2 unbelievable goals. Which just wouldn't happen. I said earlier on about Ashley Barnes' strike. If you blew this 10 times over, 9 times out of 10 he doesn't score. Well, I was wrong. Because they've done it twice in the same game. Changes are in, but it's largely irrelevant now. As... we will go to ultra attacking on the game plan, but it doesn't particularly matter because I don't even think we're going to even find a goal here. I genuinely can't believe the way we've conceded both goals. There's Davy Proper. Look at that! Why did he run so far away? The ball was right there. I'm getting so angry right now. Watkins. Gross again. Locadia on the other side. There is Jurgen Locadia with a chip. Why can't I finish? I genuinely don't know what to say, guys. Ball in towards Ali Reza. Cleared away towards Martin Montoya. The worst first touch I have ever seen on the football. This is outrageous stuff. Strootman's going through. It's still out of the way here. I mean, I'm glad he didn't shoot, but it's still going to be a chance for Burnley as they very nearly make it 3. Matty Ryan saves it, but he didn't know much about it. Now it's Goodmanson's corner. Puts it in towards the middle. Get on it. Get on it. Get it out. Get it. Just get it out. This is ridiculous. How have we lost that game 2-0 there? There's so much in this year's game that's going to infuriate me. Oh my goodness me. 2-0 defeat in the first game. This is why I don't like doing live comments for these types of episodes. Because I spend half the time just raging to myself. This has not gone to plan. Alright, so it's time for game 2 then, guys. Where we will take on Crystal Palace at the Amex. Not a great way to start the episode off at Turf Moor. 2-0 defeat, but we have to bounce back. We have to put that out of our minds now and just try and go again for this game here, of course. Still ultimate difficulty as it has been. Genuinely speaking, I don't know quite how we lost that game the way we did. 2 really ridiculous long shots. And when we got the chance, we fluffed our lines again. Again, finishing is just not my forte in this year's game. I can't get to grips with how it is. I mean, here, look at this. Even in the training, I'm still having a nightmare. Like, what kind of a shot is that from Locadia? And again, look where my arrow is aimed, guys. Do you see what I'm saying? What? All right, this game's going to be different. We're going to control it from the offset. We're going to have possession. Not going to give the ball away cheaply. We're going to play correct passes. Everything's going to be Gucci. As Davy Proper early on. Never mind. I'll shut my mouth, really. Let's just get underway and hopefully not collapse again. Ball through towards Izquierdo, who's not going to reach it even with the slide, unfortunately. Too much pace on that pass there. I mean, early signs are positive. That's the difference that Izquierdo does make. He gives you forward runs, which is what I'm aiming to have here as Locadia steals back the ball early on and already finds Knockaert. On running is Davy Proper. Locadia again is the intended target for us. It's come to him. Edge of the area, not quite able to hit the shot. Dale Stevens. Now Pascal Gross. Davy Proper chance. Proper strikes. And it's saved by Geita in the goal there for Palace. I think our goals largely are going to come from shots from the edge of the area. Izquierdo's delivery towards the middle. Headed out by Palace. As now again we look to try and win that ball back. But it looks like Palace have dealt with the danger. So, first chance of the game does go our way. It's a long shot from Proper. That hasn't really hit the correct target. But here he is again. As we give the ball away again. You can't play those passes, unfortunately. Just this year you have to be a lot more careful with the ball at your feet. It's Bernardo. He loses the ball. But we win it back. Davy Proper again coming forward. Still looking for the man forward, which is Jurgen Locadia. Now Stevens again. Proper again. Still Davy Proper. Pascal Gross. Between the two of them, they get the shot away. It's off the woodwork. I said our best chance might be from a long shot. We've had 2 now. And that one's at the crossbar. Oh, dear me. And then one hopeful through ball towards for Palace. As Bernardo has to defend and does the first bit. Oh, it's happening again. Last year infuriated me with the sliders because we had the slider settings where the AI would largely score from every shot they had. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Palace's first chance, and it's Ayew who puts them in front. 1-0 Palace. That ball's going straight through. I knew it, but that's a great tackle in the end. Montoya gets it away as well. What a tackle. I read the play. I knew where that ball was going as we find Anthony Knockaert. Come on, boys. We need something. Locadia, the man through the middle. It's Pascal Gross. This time I have to finish it. Gross going forward. Pascal Gross. We do finish it. We're back on level terms. Anthony Knockaert was taken out in the build-up to that one, which should result in a yellow card, actually, for the Palace man, whoever it was who took him out. But I'm so glad to be back on level terms. We finished one chance for the opportunity there. Finally, able to finish our dinner. Lovely ball through from Locadia. And there is Pascal Gross running onto it. And he's not going to miss from that sort of position. And we are back on level terms. Brighton Hove Albion 1, Crystal Palace 1. But I'm still not content with the way we're playing currently. Stevens, Proper, Montoya. Knockout needs to make the run down the line. I don't know why he's running towards Montoya there, who had the ball. It's Anthony Knockaert. It's still Anthony Knockaert, and still Knockaert. Why is he going into the area towards Stevens? Lockadere was on. If he'd just used him, why did he go? This is what I'm saying. It feels like sometimes the pass that you're trying to play isn't the pass that you actually get. And I'm wondering if that's down to the quality of player that we have at the club currently. Whether or not they're just not good enough to be able to actually find the player that you're looking for. I'm going to assume it does play a factor. But look at that. One shot from Palace and they score it. But Knockaert there has to square it to Lockadere, not Dale Stevens. It's never a free kick, referee. Absolutely ridiculous decision. I mean, where on earth is the foul in there? Palace free kick. As the pressure was beginning to mount. But we do win it back towards Lockadere. Needs some support to come from somewhere. The ball through is on towards Pascal Gross again. Who for the second time in the game is through. Pascal Gross! I can't even... What is going on? Why am I so bad at finishing? Beginning to get annoyed now. A little bit frustrated with the way the teams are playing because we're on top again here like we were against Burnley. We don't have lots to show for it, even though we've been the better side. As Davy Proper. All of a sudden, Phil Foden's through. The middle, Foden. And now it is 2-1. We find the second goal in the game. We've had to really, really work hard for this. Going 1-0 down to Palace before firing ourselves back in front here. And I apologise for the salt in the episode. You guys know I'm passionate when it comes to playing these games. I want to win. I want to do the best I can. And largely it feels very frustrating when things are not exactly going your way, even when you're playing quite okay. But Phil Foden's finish is enough to put us back in, well, is enough to put us in front, not back in front, because we've been ever leading during the game. But I'm more angry at myself, not even necessarily just the game, just myself. I can't believe I'm missing these types of chances. You know, these aren't half chances. These are big opportunities when I'm through one-on-one with the goalkeeper. That simply put, I have to be scoring. It's not good enough when I'm missing them like this. So I apologise to you guys for my poor finishing. But I just can't seem to get to grips with the whole new way of finishing. I don't know if it is new, if it's just I suck at the game. Probably the latter, as I'm trying to play another pass, which I shouldn't be playing. Palace back in with a chance. Retsos, great tackle, but it's going to bounce straight back for them. And now we have to chase down the attempted cross from Johnny Williams, as we are trying to win the ball back. How have we... Are you actually kidding me? Are you genuinely actually kidding me that we haven't got that ball back even after that many tackles? I mean, we've won it back now as Foden takes it forward. And not really a lot for Foden to work with here. So instead, just has to keep the ball, which we did, but then gave it away. I legit cannot play a pass out of my back four at the moment. Look at this. There's nobody moving in front of me. Dale Stevens now towards the feet of Proper, who just about squeezes and gets it ahead of his man. But I can't actually play a pass forward. Because every time I'm trying, Palace have got the lines pretty much secured. As Dale Stevens now just about gets us out. Izquierdo down the left-hand side. He needs to set off. Why is he not really setting off? But he has beaten his man for pace. As he continues here, Izquierdo. And still across the face of goal towards Phil Foden. And I know why I got that wrong. I spammed the shoot button, which you can't do this year because of the time finishing. You can if you obviously turn it off. But eventually I'll get to grips with it. So I don't want to turn it off just yet. As Izquierdo now gets absolutely muscled off the ball. Okay, well, defensive it is. Try and see out this 2-1 win as Izquierdo's back to do his defensive work. And even though I pressed pass, he decided he didn't want to. Okay, 2 minutes of added time here. We're already halfway through the first minute. Just trying to see the game out. Vida Vareld on the ball for Palace. It's put towards Ayew. Ayew now backwards. Townsend down the line to his teammate on the right. Prut in towards the middle. Need to clear it. Ollie Watkins, get it out, mate. There you go. Full-time whistle here at the Amex. We have held on to a 2-1 advantage. But without us playing poorly, it could have been so much more. Like I said after the Burnley game, not happy with the way we've played here because we had chances, more chances than we needed. Ayew's first half strike cancelled out. But like I mentioned, you know, my finishing has got to improve. If we don't finish our chances, we're not going to be in good standing. I've got to get to grips with this time finishing and just try and work out how you actually do score goals in this game. Because if we take a look at the league table, I'm pretty sure we're one of the lowest scoring teams in the division at the moment, even though we're in third. Let's have a look. So We've played 16 games. We've scored 16 goals. We've scored on average a goal a game. Only Leicester have a worse goal scored ratio at the moment. Southampton and Cardiff. Oh, and Fulham. So there's only 4 teams at the moment worse than us with goals scored. Player of the Year has been announced, and it has in fact gone to Lionel Messi of Barcelona. He is the Player of the Year, and so unfortunately for C-Ron, unfortunately for Neymar and Luis Suarez, they have missed out, but they'll always be next year. We've got quite a few things here. Edwards' loan move rejected. Steiner's loan move rejected. Why? Why are both of those being rejected? I would love to know, because I'm trying to loan them out to get them some first-team football. Please, board. Broken down. Interesting. I don't understand why it would break down. But anyways, so last game of the episode, guys. Chelsea are the opponents. We're still quite comfortably in the top 4, which is a bit ridiculous by all accounts. But I think we're probably going to get smashed here. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am expecting this to be very, 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 very tough. Going to go with Pascal Gross as the cam, because I think he played quite well there. I'm going to put Ollie Watkins out on the left, and Ali Razor can come back in on the right. Foden scored, but I think we'll just keep him off for now. Back in at left back, we're going to put Ryan Sessegnon. And I think that's the team we're going to go with. So couple of changes here and there, but we still obviously have a good side out. It's not as good as Chelsea's going to be. No account of that one. But I'm hoping it can still get a result. We'll see what happens. The only bonus this game as we are underway here at the Amex is that it is at the Amex. It is at home. So we have the home advantage. Whether or not that's going to play a part, we'll find out as Ollie Watkins early on. Ryan Sessegnon making the run down the left for him. Early chance, potentially, if we can get a good delivery from the cross. It isn't really great. It's punched back out towards Ollie Watkins, who tried to shoot. Unfortunately, didn't quite catch it. Of course, still in search of his first Brighton goal. Even with this one, lovely back heel from Davy Proper. Now Montoya with time. Can have all the time in the world he wants, but his delivery will still be absolutely abysmal. Kovacic through the middle. Ryan Sessegnon, though, gets back well, and we have just about dealt with the danger. Ali Razor needs to be quicker with the ball. Why are we giving the ball away there? As now it's a chance for Chelsea, and Matty Ryan has it in his hands. Needs to be a lot quicker with that ball, getting it out of our back line. That's one of the problems. With the ultimate, they close you down very quickly. You need to be very fast with the passes. And that is a good ball towards Ollie Watkins, who is on his own pretty much up there at the moment. Ollie Watkins does enough to be able to get the ball in, though. And it's going to get headed out by Chelsea. We need to commit men forward as well when we do get up there. Here come Chelsea with Willian down the right. Sessegnon's lost him for a little bit. Lewis Dunk gets over. No. That wasn't supposed to go there, Lewis Dunk. No! Chelsea won, Brighton 0. It was not supposed to go there. Oh, I'm so frustrated with the way we are playing today, because these passes are absolutely abysmal. Chelsea have taken the lead, and it's from our error. Sort it out. Here is Proper. Pascal Gross with 2 minutes injury time. Need to get the ball forward, because otherwise the referee's just going to blow his whistle. Locadia, Montoya, deliver it. There is a good delivery. Ali Razor! I spammed the shoot button like I shouldn't have done because of time finishing. Oh, I hate it. I hate time finishing. EA, why did you even add it? Why couldn't you have just kept the driven shot exactly how it was? Why did you have to spend time on time finishing? It's just so pointless. It really is. Watkins still searching for his first Brighton goal. We needs to get it today, please, Ollie. Anytime you want to chip in with the goals department, today would be probably the best day to do it, as Eden Hazard has sold me there. I was expecting him to cut it back inside, but it turns out he wasn't going to do that. Razor towards Watkins' feet, and he takes it forward. Now Pascal Gross. The man over on the right-hand side is Montoya, who can take this forward for Brighton. Still Martin Montoya delivers it towards the edge of the area. Stevens doesn't get a touchdown, and we can't get on it. So another cross that is wasted as we head the ball straight to a Chelsea man. The amount of times we waste the ball in this game is absolutely ridiculous. All right, we need a change, because something needs to change. The game is just 3 changes. Foden, Izquierdo, and Andone on, pretty much. They're the 3 we're going to make. I mean, Probably tell by my tone of my voice. Like, I've just pretty much given up. I know it sounds bad. The problem is, I don't know if it's my players just aren't good enough to play the style that I want them to play. But we worked really well at the beginning of the season. Like, why are you taking a touch in the box? That was supposed to go out first time. It's like the game is taking over for me and trying to play for me. And that annoys me. Jorginho. Still just acres of space and time. Cross put in, headed back in towards the danger area. Finally, we do get it out. Yakambash on the ball. Ali Reza towards Foden, who's come on. 77 minutes gone here. Ball over the top towards Ali Reza. This is better. Andone, stop running towards the ball and get in the box. Ali Reza's delivery towards Izquierdo! And he heads it over the top of the crossbar. Biggest chance for Brighton. Wasted again. Izquierdo's gone. Izquierdo's gone. David Luiz is trying to catch him, but it is Izquierdo running through on Kepa. And he scores an equalising goal for Brighton at the MX. And the Amex absolutely is in jubilation. It erupts here. And we have managed to find an equaliser. Oh my goodness me. This whole finishing, I genuinely, guys, I don't know how I scored that. I don't know how I scored that. Izquierdo's pace, Kepa in no man's land, off the woodwork, and we have scored. In fact, it's even David Luiz. I don't even think it's David Luiz there, but still, finish Izquierdo, and we've deserved that. The reason I found this episode so infuriating isn't because we are losing games. It's because my finishing is a joke. And it's more about my own personal performance that I'm getting angry with, because I've got to score the chances that I'm getting. We have so much opportunities in a game, so much of the ball, and I just waste it. That's the reason I get so annoyed. Like that, for example, shouldn't be happening there. I should be better than this. I don't know why I'm so poor. Oh my goodness me. So yeah, that's why I get annoyed. Not because of the game that I'm losing. It's because I'm playing poorly. I'm much better than this. I know I am. So yeah, here goes Locadia. Not long left in the game, and there's no support for him now, as we do give away the ball. But that is it from the Amex. It is Chelsea 1, Brighton 1. And to end the episode off, we defeated last game out Palace, and we lost to Burnley in game number 1. But we've ended it off with 2 games where we haven't lost. Izquierdo on to save us in the game. But again, like I said, not because we are losing, it's because of how poorly I am playing. To have 3 shots and none of them on target, that simply put isn't good enough from myself. So that's why I'm getting so angry, because I'm annoyed at myself. So that's got to improve next episode. Finishing has to get on and be much better. I'm going to have to play some skill games, I think. And I've never had to do that in past FIFAs. But that might actually be something that I have to do, which is quite ridiculous for me to say. A bit more work going on in the training ground. Alexander up to a 65. Gordson very nearly a 70 as well. Growing pretty nicely, if I do say so. Sessegnon not too bad either. But that's it then. So let's jump to the next game, end the episode off, and see where we sit in the table at the moment. I think Bournemouth are lower down, so that could be quite an interesting one. They actually did really well at the start of the season, but I think they've slipped off recently. So we might actually be able to make it happen, as Swansea want another player on loan, this time Toby Alexander. Can you agree terms this time, though, because you didn't take Edwards? Right, games have been played. Everton with a game in hand stay top. We are 6 points behind both them and Spurs in 3rd. 3 points ahead of Arsenal in 4th. 5 ahead of Manchester United. Then we go down, we're just even further. So, as I said, Bournemouth in 11th now. They've slipped off a little bit, but we still sit 3rd. And we are 2 games away from being at the halfway stage of the competition. Newcastle, Fulham and Cardiff in the bottom 3. I think that game against Bournemouth should be us winning. I'm saying that now, but obviously I need to finish. Oh, they haven't fixed the fixture congestion. Like, what is this? Since when would you play on a Thursday and a Saturday? Do you know what I mean, guys? Like, why couldn't that game there, Arsenal, be on the Tuesday night? Like it should be. That's where it should be, on the Tuesday night. But for some reason, we got to play them 2 days. I mean, look at that. Look at that week there. We haven't even got... Oh, that might be an international break. Fair enough. I'll let them off. But yeah, how have we got Arsenal and then a day's rest before Everton? That's a joke. That should be on the Tuesday. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we end today's episode off, I apologise for the salt today, but it is what it is. It does sometimes happen. A 2-0 loss to Burnley in 2 ridiculous fashion goals. 2 win against Palace, and then a 1-1 draw to Chelsea, which we salvaged with an Izquierdo strike. So we face Bournemouth at the beginning of next episode, then Arsenal, then Everton within a day of that one playing. West Ham after that, and then we move into the January transfer window. So we'll see what happens regarding that one. But if you did enjoy today's episode and my rage, then I'd like to greatly appreciate it. As always, thank you so much for all of your support on the series and on my channel. Appreciate you guys. If you aren't around here and like what you see, the subscribe button is down below. You can click that. Follow me. Alongside that is a notification bell, so you can click that as well and never miss an upload. Till next time, guys, have a good day. Have a good weekend. Have a nice whatever it is you get up to. And I'll see you all again very, very soon. Adios.